cataractcoach.com, the surgeon will struggle to finish this case. Let me show you what went wrong. Part of it is that loss of viscoelastic. So it's an anonymous resident who's operating, completely normal case, good rhexis, time to fill the capsular bag with cohesive viscoelastic. Here it goes, nicely expanded, normal zonules, normal everything, totally routine case, looks great, good incisions, good rhexis. Here comes the IOL, single piece acrylic lens. Lens power is 20. This is very much an average eye. Normal AC depth, normal axial length, normal everything. Here comes the IOL going inside. It'll open up slowly. It's in the correct orientation. Don't worry, it's not in upside down. Here's the mistake. As the resident manipulates this, the incision is distorted and all the viscoelastic is leaking out of the incision. So now all of a sudden, the bag collapses and the AC becomes really shallow. And that's a problem because the haptics, they're not unfolded just yet. So the mistake was the way the resident manipulated with the chopper or second instrument allowed the AC to collapse and all the viscoelastic to escape. So here now using the IA probe to expand the capsular bag, deepen the AC, pressurize the eye, now using the second hand to try to get this lens positioned. So here's that trailing haptic, and the resident's going to get that into position, hopefully. That needs to go in the capsular bag. As we know, you can never leave a single piece of acrylic lens in the sulcus. In fact, you can't even leave it partially in the sulcus. You definitely don't want one haptic in the bag, one outside the bag. So that looks a little bit better. The resident says, all right, let's come out of here and remove some more viscoelastic with the IA probe, getting all the viscoelastic out. Again, the haptics are in the correct orientation. The lens is not upside down. The lens looks fine. The question for you is this sufficient? Are we done? Well, the title of the video is the resident's going to struggle, so you know we're not done. We're going to be struggling. In fact, from the time of putting the IOL in the eye, it took the resident an extra 15 minutes just to finish the case. Here's why. What's the lens position now? It's decentered. The lens is just not staying centered. It looks okay, right? Well, seal up the incisions, see what happens. So seal up the incisions and get the AC inflated, and look how the IOL gets mispositioned. It gets malpositioned. The IOL is now shifting over. What is going on here? Why won't the IOL stay centered? Well, let's look. This is more viscoelastic going in the eye. There it is. Refilled the capsular bag, refilled the AC with cohesive viscoelastic. Now let's go and look with the chopper. Let's tent this up and zoom in. Oh, what do you think is going on here? It wasn't just the trailing haptic that was causing the issue. The leading haptic is in the sulcus, above the capsular rim. Look at the picture here. You can see that's leading haptic is definitely just under the iris in the sulcus. The trailing haptic now, there's a good overlap of the rhexis. So now let's get the whole thing placed in the capsular bag appropriately. So this is a lot of struggling. Finally, the lens is in a good position. Finally, the resident can take out the viscoelastic and seal it up and call it a day. Now look, the lens stays centered. So if your lens is getting decentered every time you seal the incision or take out viscoelastic, that means it's not fully in the capsular bag. And you need to go back inside and get that lens position. Do not leave the lens in the sulcus. Do not leave one haptic in the sulcus. That'll be a huge problem. And also prevent the issue. As you saw in the beginning of the case, when you're positioning the lens, don't lose viscoelastic. Pivot gently in the incision. Please check out cataractcoach.com. That's our teaching website. A lot more material there compared to right here on YouTube. The YouTube videos are great, but they don't tell the whole story. Plus, you can sign up for a free email. Go to cataractcoach.com, click on the link. We'll send you a new case every day right to your inbox. You will learn a lot. Thank you.